Hey and welcome to this new video of learning ECMAScript6. So in this video we will learn about the for loop. So basically just like the while loop or the do while, but it little like a change in syntax. So first let's use for, and here we type condition. So for example here is getting your variable, and like normally or generally we name it I. So I equal 0. For example, we want to start with 0, and after that I, for example, is lower than 10, and after that I plus plus. And now let's cancel log just.I to see. So answer log.I. So first it will start with 0 and it will like increment 1 2 3 till 9, because we type here like lower string than not lower or equal. See, if we type here or we add equal, so clear and run, yeah, that equal must be in here. So clear, run, and from 0 till 10. Here the same thing, if we start with 1 we will be like from 1 till 10, and basically this is like a for loop. It's straightforward, nothing that like a big thing to understand. Just here you declare, for example, your variable. It can be a, it's for index, so, and here like your condition, even for if it won't be like bigger or lower, or for example if we have an array, the name of the array dot length, and here even your increment or decrement. So let's leave this in here and let's see another example of the for loop. And let's do the example of the FizzBuzz or FizzBuzz game, if you know it. So basically, if you don't know it, it's like easy. It's everything that divided by 3, it's fizz. Everything divided by 5, it's buzz, and everything divided by 3 and 5, it's FizzBuzz. So here, for example, this 3 is divided by 3, so we will not like type 3, we will type fizz. 5, it's divided by 5, so we will like type buzz. And if, for example, we have 15, for example, it's divided by 3 and also by 5, so that means instead of it we will have FizzBuzz. Or for example, you can just like test it, and instead of 5 or the element that are divided by 5, try, for example, boom or something like that. So just go and try to do this exercise, and after that come back and continue the video. So let's create this. For here we will create a variable a equals 0. A, for example, is lower or equal to 100. So I want my my for loop to repeat itself 100 times, and I plus plus. Or here I can type, for example, I plus equal 1 or I equal I plus 1. The 3 are correct, but this one it's more easy. So first let's start. If I is divided by 3 equal modulus, not divide, sorry, this one modulus, equal 0. Here console dot log fizz, else just type the number, so console dot log, and here I. So first let's like see this if it's correct. 1, and there it is. Everything, instead of here I start with 0, I should start with 1. So everything that's divided by 3 now, and change it to fizz. Now let's use else if. So else if I modulus 5 equal to 0, and then this time console.log buzz, for example. So clear, let's run this and let's see now buzz. It does mean it's modulus or this condition it's true here instead of 5, because 5, like, we can divide it by 5 and we have 0, 10 also. Now let's see the buzz or fizz buzz, the element that are divided by 3 and false also. So if we try to use them in here, so I modulus 5 equal to 0, and I modulus 3 equal to 0, I think in R4. In this case, console.log, and now type fizzbuzz, for example. So this is just an example. You can type whatever you want and see, but like, but this thing in here, or just this one, it will not work as we want it to work, and we will see why. So run, and you will not see any fizzbuzz in here, just fizz and buzz, but we don't have any fizzbuzz. Why? Because before, like, coming or arriving to this else if and checking this condition, we already, like, all the member or all the elements that are divided by 3, we type in them fizz, and all the elements that are divided by 5, we type in them buzz. That means it will still, or we will have nothing that it's divided with 5 and also with 3. In other words, we need to change this and put it in first. So now this will be our first if, and this one will be our else if. So now if I type this or I execute this again, it will work correctly. So run, and we see here it's normally it's 15, and since 15 it like divide by 5 and equal 0, and also it divide by 3 and equal 0. That's why we have here fizz buzz. Another thing that you should know, for example, about the for loops, or basically or loop, is don't continue. So for example, if we type here continue, and we did same in here also instead of fizz and buzz, so we will see what will happen. So now clear, run again, and we will not see now anything that divides by 3, 5, or 5 and 3. So here, as you see here, 1 2, and directly to 4, 7, 9, 8, and we don't have any 9 or 10. Why? Because like 9 is divided by 3 and 10 is divided by 4. So here we tell, for example, our loop just continue. If this is happening or this is true, just continue. Or here, for example, it just like we type, for example, break. So we break out from the condition. So it continue. It come here also and see same thing. We say continue. So here also this is like true, but in the code we type continue. So it will escape it and came here to the else, that just display to us or show us the number. And basically everything that we did in the for, we can do it also in the while loop. We can do it also in the while loop. We can do it in any while we want. Another thing that I want to show you before and in this video is like it's a function. It's called set timeout. Maybe you know it if you are using like JavaScript, but let's use it now inside a for loop, for example. So for let e equal a equal 0, for example, we want to repeat it 10 times, I plus plus, and here we use it, it's called set time out, and it has two parameters. The first is a function, and second it's the number or number that we want this function to repeat itself, and it's in second. So we will, it's in milliseconds, we will type here 1 second, and here function, or let's use arrow function, and here for example let's type just console dot log 1 minute passed, and it will repeat 10 times. So let's run, and here it is. Let's type for example 9 minutes, so that we can see that it becomes slower later. So 1, run, I will reach 9 minutes, I will type it just 5, and see now with 9 we wait later, and after that it become to execute. So maybe this one you will use it, this set timeout in, for example, if you have photos or images and you want to do the panoramic mode to see one image, and after for example 1 second to move on to the next image, or for example the one that you see in the header or the slide. There are some slides that use this set timeout, so just it's good to know it. So, and I think this is all for this video, and see you next. In the next video I think we will talk about for each and for in. So see you next.